A couple of days ago at work, we received this 3-inch thick product catalog, and my coworkers, knowing that I like shooting, told me that I should take it out and shoot it. Now I was curious if this 3-inch catalog would be able to hold up to bullets of any caliber, and my coworkers believed that any caliber of bullet would go through this thing without an issue. And that got me curious. I don't know what bullet would go through this. So I'm out here with a couple of different calibers and guns behind me to shoot this thing and see if anything will penetrate it. So here in the trunk of my car, I've got a couple of different guns and different calibers that will try and shoot at this catalog. So to start this test, I've got two .22 caliber guns. The first one we'll test is a Heritage Rough Rider revolver, shooting .22 long rifle. And then we'll go up to my M&P 1522, also in .22 long rifle. And then we'll move on to my PSA dagger, chambered in 9mm. From there, we'll go to my AR-15, which will be shooting .223. And finally, we have a Remington 870 Express 12-gauge shotgun. For all the ammo types, I picked FMJ or round nose, solid nose projectiles in hopes of giving the best possibility of penetration in the catalog. So to start, we've got Federal Champion .22 long rifle, shooting at 1,240 FPS. It's a 40 grain projectile. And then for 9mm, we have Sterling 9mm. This is a 115 grain projectile. For the AR, we're shooting Frontier 223 55 grain FMJs traveling at 3,240 FPS. And then for the shotgun, we have Federal Premium 12 gauge true ball rifled slugs, and those are going at 1,350 FPS. To be honest, I don't know what's gonna happen with any of these calibers. My guess is that it will stop both the .22 revolver and rifle, and I think it's gonna stop the 9mm, but I don't know if the AR will travel through the catalog, and I think that the slug will go through. So let's go set this catalog up and get started. All right, we got the catalog set up with the GoPro recording in slow motion. First, we'll shoot the revolver, then we'll shoot the rifle. And I apologize for any wind noise that you might be hearing. No other time I could do it, so bear with me on the wind noise. Now the reason I'm shooting two .22s, one with a short barrel and a longer barrel, is because your barrel length will change your muzzle velocity of the projectile. So shooting out of this short barreled revolver, the .22 is going to be going a lot slower as opposed to this 16-inch barrel. It's going to produce a lot more muzzle velocity and in turn go faster and probably penetrate further. So let's shoot the catalog with the revolver. All right, that's 2 shots. Let's check it out.
Let's go check it out.
All right, so we got 2 impacts here. This first one from the revolver, the second one from the rifle. So I'm seeing the pages are already kind of opening up right here. Let's flip open and see. Oh yeah, look at that immediately. You can see the rifle penetrated way deeper than the revolver did. So we'll flip back. You can see there's the revolver. There's the revolver. And it poked to just about there. Oh yeah, and there's the slug, look at that. So there's the slug from the revolver. Let's see if I can pull that out. I dropped it in the snow. Anyway, I made it to just about 1,100 pages in. And then the rifle's still going in through here. All the way to right there. Look at that, that's the slug. So there you go. There's the slug out of the 16-inch rifle. Pretty cool. Okay, onto the 9mm. I have 1 round loaded up. Let's shoot this. All right, let's check it out. Okay. That's the entrance to the 9mm right there. Other .22s are up here. Let's pull this apart and see where it got. Oh yeah, look at that. It tore through a bunch of this. Look at that. I don't know if you can see that in there, but there's the slug right there. So it punched all the way to page 2100. I mean, all that energy just smash these pages, but look at that, there's the slug. So there's that 9mm, it's still warm. Made it not quite halfway through the book, but getting close. All right, let's do the AR-15. All right, we get the AR-15 with these 55 grain FMJs. Let's see how deep it goes. I think that one went through. I think I saw some impact behind the book. I think it punched through it. There's the impact from the AR-15, the 223. Oh yeah, look at that. Punched straight through the stand, straight through the book, and exploded my backer rock. Okay, man, look at that. Just punched right through. Very impressive. I did not expect that. We got our 4 impacts here. Let's put one more with the 12 gauge slug. Okay, we got the final test with the rifled 12 gauge slug. Let's see what this does. Let's check it out. That slug has so much power behind it. So this is the back of the book. You can see there's still only one hole from the AR-15 right there. Look at what it did to the stand. Absolutely shattered this 1/4-inch plywood, but didn't go through the book. Wow. Okay. Look at that. Yeah, that's how far I can stick my finger in the hole of that slug. Just absolutely decimated the book. So the reason there are 2 holes in the front is because this, the backer to the slug made its own hole, and that slug continued to carry through the paper, just literally punching a hole all the way through. And this book is hot. This slug is buried in here, just cooking. And there's your 12 gauge slug, which is still hot. Look at that. So there's the 12 gauge slug. That went all the way into page 3000 and continued to punch the paper almost to 3,700. Now that slug punched into 3,000 pages of paper, didn't go through, but you can just see the massive amount of energy that slug carries to just hammer the book stand. It literally broke with blunt force that plywood in half. So while it may not have the zip that the 223 did to go straight through the book, man, it just has punching power. I'm not gonna lie, I thought the slug was gonna go through. I didn't think that it would stop in the book, but that raw power, man, just absolutely smoked the stand. Now, out of all those calibers, the 223 from the AR-15 was the only one that was able to zip right through the book, no issue. I mean, a 3-inch book, it'll stop 22, it'll stop 9mm, won't stop 223. And I don't know if you can consider that stopping the slug, but it stopped it, but man, did it produce some serious energy and damage. All right, that was an awesome test, a lot of fun. Thank you guys for watching. I'm gonna make a lot more firearm related content like this. It's a lot of fun, and you'll get to join me out here in some incredible views. So anyway, thanks for watching, but before I leave, I wanna sit down and give a little bit of a philosophical message for you. Now, before I leave, I wanted to share a quick thought that I've been having recently that actually pertains to this video. And that thought being, don't trust everything that you read and see, even if it comes from a credible source. You know, your best friend might tell you some bit of information, and because he's your best friend and you trust him with your life, you might want to believe it, but I've been finding that it's really important to learn things for yourself. Just like this video, my coworkers thought that any bullet would be able to go through that booklet, and instead of saying, oh no, that'll stop everything, because I didn't know, I came out and tested it for myself. I believe that it's important to do your own research, learn things for yourself, and find knowledge and truth on your own by doing and testing and learning. Because with access to smartphones and computers and internet and social media, there's so many different opinions and voices that go around, and even if it comes from someone that has told you the truth before or someone that you trust entirely, it doesn't mean that everything that you hear is going to be true. Use your common sense and your own problem-solving capabilities to learn and grow and become your own person and form your own thoughts. So thank you guys for watching. Stay tuned for more.